never do interviews, as you probably know, so hello. Have you had a good night? Okay, good. All right, I'm ready for you. I'm going to let my publicist pick. I don't know who any of you are. I'm sorry. Hi.
Hi, Adele.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank
Steve
you.
Futterman from CBS News.
Hello.
I know you don't perform to win, but you've won tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You become the first artist in history, I don't know if you know the historic aspect of it, to sweep the top 3 awards, Record Song and Album of the Year twice.
Yes.
An amazing achievement, which I think everyone appreciates you for. Can you talk about what it means to you to accomplish something historic and just what it means to you to win these awards tonight? Because it's from your peers.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Grammys means a lot to me. Obviously, it's kind of the award show. So I'm very, very humbled, and that accomplishment, I feel very lucky to have achieved. Like I said in my speech, for me, my album of the year was Lemonade. So a piece of me did die inside as a Beyonce stan, I'm not going to lie, because I was completely rooting for her. I voted for her. But I'm incredibly humbled, especially being from the UK. You know, it is an amazing feat to have achieved. So I am incredibly humbled by it. And America have always been very, very kind to me, and I don't even know why, to be honest. I don't get it, but no, I feel amazing about it, of course, and it's an amazing thing to show my son, you know, and I'm raising him to respect women, and he knows I'm a powerful force. He feels it just at home, let alone, you know, when he comes to work with me, and he comes everywhere, so, yeah.
And could I just follow up about what it means just to have the public accept this song, Hello? It's become like a worldwide anthem.
It was hard work writing this album, you know, it was daunting following 21 Up. Sorry, I'm looking only at him, I should probably look at all of you. I felt the pressure writing 25 very, very much. And for a very long time during that process, I didn't really find my voice. And I don't know if I did find it, even towards the end. But the reception to Hello actually started when I was writing it with the lyric Hello Misery, so I'm sure you can imagine the mood that I was in when I was writing that. Fucking miserable. But, you know, it developed, and Greg Kirsten, who I wrote it with, was like, not sure about that line. I don't know about Hello Misery, that's a bit weird, so he changed it to Hello, It's Me. But, yeah, of course, you know, I honestly didn't, I was gone for so long. I had my baby and I raised him through the toddler years, and then I sort of slowly edged my way back into work. And I didn't think anyone would care. I thought the commercial that we had in England, and also shortly followed afterwards, I thought no one would know it was me. But thank God they did. That would have been a really expensive disaster. But no, of course, I'm always appreciative of all of the love that I'm shown. Yeah. Thank you for your questions.
Adele,
Hi.
next question is Katie from Billboard.
Hi. What did it mean to you to pay tribute to George Michael tonight, and what were some of your early memories of him?
Well, we could be here a while. First of all, I was devastated by that. My rehearsals are great. I had a bit of a shaky rehearsal today, but I've been working really hard on this tribute for a month, literally every day. I did it with Hans Zimmer. And I was in his studio even when he couldn't see me, just sitting there waiting for him to give me some time, which he did very graciously. My earliest memory of me being, you know, a lone fan out of my family was Fast Love. It was when the video came out for that, and I was blown away by how fucking hot he was. It's actually quite exceptional how good looking he was. And I, you know, I was young. I was about 10, and I heard the vulnerability in that song. Especially in the middle eight, where it goes from being about one night stands and being a little bit sleazy to saying, in the absence of security, I made my way into the night and I lost my way, basically. And I recognised that. I didn't relate to it when I was 10. That'd be weird. But, you know, it was that song, and I was very, very adamant. And I said it. I was devastated on Christmas Day. I had to go for a walk on my own and just breathe for a while. And on Boxing Day, which is the 26th for us, I said to Simon, my partner, I was like, I have to do that tribute. And they didn't want a tribute at first, his family and camp and stuff like that, and they came back and were very specific that it be me, and I was like, great, I've got something in the pipeline, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. But I found him to be one of the truest icons, because a lot of the time with people that are that globally known and famous, there tends to be not a fakeness in a bad way, but they put on this massive bravado and this alter ego to protect themselves, and rightly so. You know, and I completely understand and appreciate that. But for him, it didn't always seem to be solely based on a look or about an assumption. And also, he was very British. No matter where his career or his love life took him, he always remained true to Britain. And they gave him a hard fucking time a lot of the time. The British press can be, I love you. Don't know if I mean that, but but you know, they really gave him a hard time. And he still stayed loyal to the very, very end. And that, no matter how much I try and escape Britain sometimes, my roots are there. So I relate to that. And I also took great comfort in him, the bigger my career got, in trying to, you know, remain myself.
Thank you.
Adele?
And it was an honor to do it tonight.
Adele, Bruce Pilato here. Quick question.
Where are you from?
Hi.
Where are you from?
CBS Radio.
Oh, hello.
I'm a big fan of the sonic quality of your records.
Oh, thank
and
you.
the fact that they're not overproduced. They're almost like demos that just sound amazing, and like you're in someone's living room when
They're
you're
all
listening to
demos.
that record. How involved do you get in the way those records sound?
Yeah, I am anal. I'm a control freak, and I get really anal about things. Actually, 21, there's a whole other version of 21, which I have spoken about before. Nothing ever beats a demo for any artist, in my opinion. Whenever I've heard the originals of their songs, there's a passion and an urgency in demos which can never seem to be reenacted, especially in my case. But yeah, no, I'm very, I sit there like a backseat driver. I don't know how to work a computer. I can't even work anything you're on. I mean, some of them are Adele's and some of them are Apple's. I do have an Apple. It hasn't been on for about a year. But I sit behind being like, what's that bit? What's that bit? Let's do this bit. Let's make, and then I, you know, reference other records and sounds that I've heard from the past or current hits. You know, I like to think of myself as very involved. I definitely wrote a lot less of this record than I did of 21. But that was because I had a bad drinking habit on 21, so I couldn't quite get the inspiration this time round.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Adele. I'm Paul Zolo from American Songwriter Magazine.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello has become a standard. It became a standard almost immediately, which is so unusual in our culture for a song to become a standard. Can you talk more about how it emerged? Greg said he was playing moody chords.
Mm-hmm.
Did the words all come out at once? And can you talk about the other side line? A lot of people are interested in where that came from.
Sure. So yeah, he was playing some moody chords. That's all that anyone ever plays for me whenever we get in the studio, because that's the kind of mood I'm in. It started out, like I said, the original line, we were just fucking around, and then the line "Hello Misery" came out, so he pulled me up on that immediately. He was like, maybe you should go meditate or something like that. So I went and tried to be, you know, like Zen. And then I came back. We wrote the first two verses really quickly, actually, which tends to be the case in, to date, my biggest songs. But the chorus, we have 3 different choruses for Hello, actually. There was one that was a very country vibe, which I'm hugely inspired by country music. And then I was a bit concerned about the chorus that you all know, because it obviously goes quite high. And I didn't know if I could replicate that. And I knew I was going on tour as well, because the tour was actually booked before I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant, so I was like, peace out. So I knew I'd have to hit that note every night, and obviously it would be an opener once, you know, the verse was written and stuff, because it says hello. So yeah, we changed it a few times, and then we settled on that chorus. And the other side is, you know, it's the other side of being a grown-up. It's the other side of my relationship with all my friends and my ex-boyfriends. And it's just the other, it's from, you know, death. I wrote, you know, part of my grandpa, my grandfather. He's a huge part of my life, even though he's been gone for 18 years. So it's kind of the other side of, just the other side of not knowing, which, you know, I don't know if I lost touch with a lot of my friends because of how famous I got, or because you grow up. All of my friends tell me they lost touch with a lot of people as well. You know, with the way that life changes, whether it's my circumstance or a different one. But yeah, I'm glad you feel like that about that song, that it might be a bit of a standard. Am I done?
Our final question
Oh, okay.
tonight is from
Hi.
Associated Press. Right here
Hello,
in front.
hi. I'm good, how are you? Thank you.
Beyonce was so beautiful and such a tender moment.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about why you felt the need to say it, and also, did you guys get a chance to speak? I mean, you guys seem like it was so.
We did speak, yeah. I spoke to her before, just to let her know how honoured and privileged I feel to be nominated, you know, alongside her. And we spoke afterwards as well, and she was very gracious and humble, as always, as all you could expect from her. Yeah. The reason I felt the need to say something was my album of the year is Lemonade. She is my icon of my whole life. I was 11 years old. I might get emotional, actually. I was 11 years old and I was at school. I was in the final, I don't know what your equivalent is, but I was in year 6, so I was 11 just before I moved up to our high school, but I think that's all a bit mixed up with American English schools. And I was with some girlfriends and we were practicing a song, for an assembly, you know, with our friends, with all our family and stuff. And I think obviously it's probably my recommendation that we do a Spice Girls song. And they were like, have you heard No, No, No? And I was like, no, 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 I haven't heard No, No, No. And they played it to me, and literally, I remember it so clearly how I felt hearing her voice, hearing all their voices, but her specifically. And then I got home, and, you know, we kind of just started getting the internet. Luckily, my mum's boyfriend at the time was sort of built websites. He managed to find me some photographs of her. And I fell in love immediately with her. And that was when I was 11, and I'm 28 now. And the way that I felt when I first heard No, No, No was exactly the same as how I felt when I heard Lemonade last year. And for an artist to be, the other people that make me feel like that, they're all dead. They're all dead. So I'm living off of music that they made when they were alive. Whereas for her to be making such relevant music for that long of a period and still affect all of us, it's not just me. You know, there's friendships that I have that are completely defined on us being complete Beyonce stans, you know? Like, I don't take any fucking shit when it comes to anyone not liking Beyonce. You can't be in my life, you know? You simply can't. So I felt the need to do it. Also, I feel like it was her time to win. My view is kind of, what the fuck does she have to do to win Album of the Year? That's also how I feel. I felt like this album was, I said it earlier, but another side to her that we haven't seen, and I felt blessed to be brought into that situation. Obviously, the visual is very new, and you know, and the Grammys are very traditional, but I just thought this year would be the year that they would kind of go with the tide. And I am, of course, very, very grateful having won it. But I felt the need, because I love her, because I felt like she was more than worthy. And that's pretty much it, really. Is that all right? Is that okay?
So
Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. Count your blessings. You'll never hear from me again.
What's up? This is Monkey from Korn.
It's Highly Suspect.
This is Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Mark Hoppus.
Kendrick Lamar.
Tori Kelly.
I'm Ahmet Zappa, and you need to subscribe to this channel.
Do it.